are you today? Welcome to Nina Loves Cooking channel. Today I am going to make this soup, seafood soup. It's a little bit similar to the Italian Cioppino, but I kind of tweak it a little bit to my way using whatever vegetables I have in my refrigerator and whatever seafood I could get for the day to make this soup. It's super healthy. It's more like tomato based, so it's not a lot of oil. You just stir fry it with the olive oil, and at the end I put all my seafood in there. One other thing that you must have for the soup is leek. You cut them up into small pieces. You wash them really thoroughly and cut them small. Leek is what you have to have in that soup. I always put leek in there. And then besides leek, you can add whatever vegetables you want: carrots, tomato, celery, even chopped up cabbage if you like that. And sometimes I put mussels, shrimps, scallops, squid if you have any type of seafood in there, and just throw it in, and I just season it, and then good to go. Good soup for the day. And you eat it with some garlic bread. It's super yummy. My family love this soup. I make for them all the time, so I hope you like my soup. Try it. Okay, this is leek. So in the seafood soup, I always put leek in there. You have to take it apart, each one at a time, and then wash it thoroughly and cut them into small pieces. I always put it in. Like other vegetables, it's up to you, whatever vegetable you like. So this is how you wash it. You cut them in half, and then you take out one piece at a time, because sometimes there's like dirt right here in the middle, so you want to wash the whole thing before. One leek, like a whole thing, one stick. Black pepper, salt, sugar, 1 can of this peeled plum tomato. So for the fish, I always marinate the fish and the shrimp before I put them in, like Chinese style type of marinating. 2 pieces of fillet. It could be cod, it could be a salmon, tilapia, whatever you have. So you pat them dried, cut into small pieces, like the size of this one here. You want to marinate the fish, because when you put them in the soup, it will stay together. It won't be all over the place, all over the pot. Cut them up small pieces. Make sure they're dried. Pat them dry with the paper towel. With ½ teaspoon of salt. Shake some pepper in there. Put 1 teaspoon of cornstarch in there. And then you mix them up carefully, not to break up the pieces of the fish. So put the 1 tablespoon of oil, drizzle 1 tablespoon of oil in it, and then you mix it up. And fish go in last. Fish and shrimps go in last. So leave it there after you marinate the fish. This is a crucial step. I recommend you do this so your fish is not broken up when you cook them. Somehow the cornstarch holds them together, and when you eat it, it's very smooth. Do the same with the shrimp. I have like about 10 shrimps in here. A teaspoon of salt. Shake some pepper in there. 1 teaspoon of cornstarch. Mix them up first. 1 tablespoon of oil. Drizzle 1 tablespoon of oil in there. And then you mix them up. Do this ahead of time and leave in the fridge if you want. Or you marinate, you want to pat them dry too, just like the fish. Buy mussels, but I couldn't get mussels today, so I got my littleneck clams. It's a dozen of them. I washed them. You want to get the sand out by soaking the clams in salt water and a little bit of sesame oil if you have sesame oil, and the sand will come out. In this pot, you have 2 tablespoons of oil in there already. The garlic in first. And then all the leek. Half teaspoon of salt. You season the vegetable as you go. Half teaspoon of salt. Peppers, kind of soft. I like carrots to give it the color. In that fast. Potato cook really fast. You don't want it to be too mushy. If you have like fish stock, you can put it in there. But I just use water because the seafood will give it a really good flavor already. Now I put my tomato sauce in there. Another 2 quarts of water. We'll cook another 10-15 minutes until soft. And then you add the seafood. After 10 minutes, the potatoes are all cooked. Now, this is optional. You can put a tablespoon of Italian seasoning in there to give it a little more flavor. If you like more tomato flavor, you can add tomato paste. That's optional too. I do half tablespoon of salt. Some pepper in there. Give it a taste test to see if it's salty enough to your liking. A teaspoon of sugar to balance the flavor out. The clams, put the clams in there. Okay, the clams started opening. Now we drop the fish and the shrimp. We put the shrimps in there. We also put the fish in there. Stir it until it's all cooked. Cover up and let it cook. Just move it a little bit, don't move too much. Look at this beautiful pot of seafood soup. A Chinese style Cioppino. Hope you like it. Click like and subscribe. Look at this. Look at the shrimps, the fish, the vegetables, and then you can eat it with rice. Look at this. A bowl.